Hey y'all, it's Michelle from the Scattered Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. Today is day 16 of Scrap-O-Ween. It is Spooky Pocket Wednesday, and I am going to be working on this page here in week number 43 of last year. And these are some pictures that my daughter took at a state park that she and her boyfriend went to, and every year they have like a Halloween fairyland type thing, and all the campers that are there just go hog wild decorating, and it's a lot of fun. And so she took a lot of pictures and sent them to me. And I also have some papers picked out, and I think what I'm going to do is just look through my Halloween rolly cart for all my embellishments. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is use the papers that I picked out to make my 4x6 cards and my 3x4 cards. And I picked this paper here with the purple and black stripes because this top picture up here is a little scene or some decorations based on Beetlejuice. And for some reason, purple stripes, like purple and black stripes, makes me think of the movie Beetlejuice. I have no idea why. But it does, so that's what I decided to use. And then I decided to use the other half of that strip that I cut in the top right corner as well, even though that picture doesn't really go. It's not the same camper and their decorations. But I do like how it turned out, and you'll see that here in a minute. And then I'm trying to decide what to put in this 3x4 pocket here, because I know I wanted to write quite a bit, so I needed something with a lot of room. So I do go ahead and decide to use that big open journaling block card from that paper. And then I decide to go ahead and mat these photos on some black cardstock because they didn't stand out enough for me on this striped paper. The stripes, they kind of make my eyes go squiggly, if that makes any kind of a sense. So I needed to have a solid color around my photos to keep my photos kind of grounded, I guess you could say. But there you can see that there's Beetlejuice on there, and the two other characters, I can never remember their names, but the lady and the man that lived in the house with their silly faces that they did. And then, of course, I messed up that background and I had to, or that mat, so I had to go and fix that. But here I have finally got it all situated, and I'm going to kind of put my pictures towards the center. And I'm basically using these two cards as one big canvas. And like I say, they don't go together, but for some reason they go together in my head. I think it's because they're the same size. They're both not portrait, but landscape. And so I wanted they just looked like they went together in my head. I don't know why. And also I'm using this was a 3x4 card with these tickets, and so I just cut the tickets out. And the reason why I used the tickets is because in order to get into the state park, you have to, pay. And they give you a ticket to keep with you or put in your car. And so that was like why I wanted to use the tickets. And I did think about writing a little bit about that being a Beetlejuice vignette or decoration, whatever. But I end up not writing anything at all on there. There wasn't really room when it's all said and done, so I ended up not writing anything at all on there. But I did use that sticker sheet from, it's a Simple Stories from a year or two ago. I can't remember the name of it. But I did use that sticker sheet, and I've got this little title that says Spooky Good Fun. And I also put a stack of jack-o'-lanterns. There, you can see them there. And Fright This Way up there. And then I had put that larger pumpkin where that small one is first, but then I was like, I didn't like how that pumpkin stuck up. And I was like, ooh, if I could find a smaller pumpkin that would kind of nestle down in between the top of the S and the curly Q of the K, that would be great. So I did find me a little pumpkin to just kind of nestle down in there. And then I'm using this old Echo Park sticker sheet here to get this border strip that is a fence. And I just have it across the bottom of both of my photos because both of them have fences on them. So I thought that that would be perfect. And it looks really cute there. And then I'm going to go through my little sticker sheets here and see what else I can use. And I really wanted to use a lot of these speech bubbles, but my problem is that some of them are too big, and of course they are clear, so I would have to put them on some white cardstock. And so I ended up not using them here, but I am using these purple shiny stars, kind of like enamel dots. So I just kind of have those sprinkled across. And this little sheet right here, there's 2 stickers left. There's this little ghost and the moon. And I was bound and determined to get that sheet used up. I'm like, surely I can find a place for both of those stickers. But I didn't find a place for them on these 2 cards. So I did put a little puffy jack-o'-lantern down there at the bottom. And then I'm going to put some splatters on here. And this Distress Mica stain is in, what color? It's the purple one, or one of the purple ones. And I think it's Fortune Teller. I think that's the one that it is. And as you will see, I am having some struggles with this particular Distress Mica stain. It's like it's too thick. It's like gunked up or too thick or something or other. And it doesn't want to splatter. It's not liquidy enough or something. But I thought I was finished, but no, I forgot about these little word stickers that I had pulled off to use from the Tim Holtz little Halloween word snippets things. And so I had to bring them back. Now, it would have made much more sense to put this picture up there in that upper right-hand corner, because this is obviously the monster thing from Beetlejuice. But I didn't like the way that a landscape and a portrait picture looked across the span of my pocket page. That's all I can figure, is I just didn't like how that looked. So I wanted those 2 landscape photos to be next to each other. So this guy, he just is nestled up underneath on the left. He's up underneath the Beetlejuice one there. And so I have this little washi tape that I put down along the side. And I have the word sticker that says The Savage Monster, which I thought was perfect. And then I have this little ghost here, and I got that off of a Cartabella sticker sheet. When I was doing this layout, I discovered that I absolutely love going through those big 12 by 12 sticker sheets to find things to mix and match. So I will probably be doing that a lot. And then I did find a spot to put one of those little speech bubbles, and the ghost is saying eek, so you know it's bad when the ghost is scared. And I finished that off with a little bit of the Distress Mica stain. Oh, and then this guy here, he's very creepy. So I am going to use some of this washi tape here in a kind of a muted plaid tones. And I tore it in half because it was a little too thick, because I didn't want to cover too much of the background behind him, because, I mean, look at those beautiful fall colors. But I do have these two word stickers picked out for him. And oh, there I was able to use that little ghost. So I just have that little moon left. But on this one, I have the grave digger has arisen. I have no idea if this guy's supposed to be a grave digger, but you know, it works. And then on the bottom, I have that's dreadful. And I'm going to finish it off with some of these purple stars. Got to get that third one down. And then, of course, some of the distress mica stain. And I get that sprinkled around. Sometimes it kind of works, and then sometimes it's like it's all gunked up. I don't know. Now, these two pictures here, I think they're, I'd have to ask my daughter. I don't know if they're part of the same display or not. I don't think they are, but I printed them out together and just decided not to cut them apart, and I just left them together. So I'm going to use this kind of open space or dead space there on the bottom of the left-hand picture. And I put down the spider web washi because behind the bird skeleton is a guy wrapped up in spider web. So I'm kind of playing off of that. And since the skeleton is a bird there, I wanted to put that little owl. So I have that down. And then because the guy is all wrapped up in spider web, I needed a spider. And I looked through all my stickers and stuff and did not find a spider. There's a severe lack of spiders in die cuts and stickers, or sticker sheets. So I did have this little die from a Sizzix Tim Holtz Halloween set. So I just cut myself out a little spider, and I'm going to get him on there. And right now I am kind of focused on the left side, and I will do a little tiny bit of decoration on the right side, but I didn't want to do too much because I just love that jack-o'-lantern headed skeleton guy. He just kind of really stands out there since he's this bright orange. So I'm going to finish this little cluster here up with some of these purple metallic stars. And then I'm kind of looking to see if there's anything else that I want to use to decorate on the right side. And nothing is really jumping out at me. So what I end up doing is bringing in a little puppy sticker here and the other side of that washi tape that I tore in half. And I'm just going to put that there and then finish it off with some splatters. Oh, I do have a little word sticker there that says peculiar. And that bird skeleton hanging perpendicular on the fence is a bit peculiar. Like, why isn't he straight up and down? So then I have this picture here of a T-Rex skeleton. And again, I thought about bringing in some washi, but I decided against that. And I have these little word stickers here. And this one says, "From time long passed away." So, perfect. A T-Rex skeleton would be from time long passed away. So I've got that just kind of sprinkled down the side. And I like that I didn't put the washi tape on this one because you can see the trees peeking out from behind the words. And I like having that color of the turning foliage behind it there. And I did think about putting the little googly eyes down, but I didn't like him there. So I just put those back on their sheet and went ahead and put the stars down and put down some of the splatters. And then this picture here is so cute with the pirate and the mermaid. I think that the mermaid skeleton is just, it's so strange looking. Oh, the mermaid really needs her tail. So I just put the skull up there because we are dealing with pirates here. And I have my washi tape with the skull and crossbones. And I really wanted to put something else down there. And I did like the skull and crossbone metal piece. But I was thinking for this particular application, it was a bit too thick. It probably would fit much better in a 4x6 pocket. And it would fit in a 3x4, but it's really going to thicken that pocket up and make it hard to put a picture on the other side, like behind this picture. So I decided against that and went looking for something else. And I found that skull facing the opposite direction of the skull in the upper right corner. So I was like, ooh, that's great. So I'll put that down, and then I have this crow standing on top of his head to kind of be reminiscent of a pirate's parrot that would sit on his shoulder. But since we are talking about skeletons here, a crow I think is a bit better. And then I just tucked this little jack-o'-lantern behind the skull. I did not want to cover up too much of the washi tape because I really wanted the skull and crossbones to show up. And then I finished off with some of these splatters, and I kind of had to pull it back and give it a really good shake again. And then I'm resorting to just tapping the tip of the nozzle there onto the picture because it doesn't want to splatter out like I want it to. And then here for this card, I'm going to get ready to write my journaling, and I start off with a title called Spooky Scary. And I know I was gonna write a lot of stuff, but I got a little carried away with decorating. So I've got these two jack-o'-lanterns here, and I'm going to put some candy down. But first I have to find another little jack-o'-lantern because I have to put my jack-o'-lanterns in sets of 3s. I don't know why. And then here's this crescent moon, and I am trying so hard to get this crescent moon on this card. I've even put it down, but I don't like it. It's not right. It doesn't fit. And so it comes right back off, and I don't use that crescent moon on this layout at all. So I still have it. It's going to have to find a home somewhere else, but that's okay. We'll find it at home. It'll be all right. It's just going to take a little bit longer. But I do decide to put down these little candy pieces because at 5 o'clock, everybody just kind of lines up and goes all around to the campers, and the campers give out candies and treats and all kinds of things. So everyone trick-or-treats the campers. So I've got all these little candies. And then I'm going to put down my journaling, and I just talk about Kirsten and her boyfriend having a great time at the Halloween Fairyland before our Halloween party that evening, and that I love all the decorations that the campers put up. And I can't believe they've been doing it for 32 years at this year. This year will be 33. And I'm like, that is so much fun. It's so much fun. I hope that they go again this year and get some more pictures. That's one of Kirsten's favorite things to do, is to go and just walk around and see all the decorations. And I mean, some of these people really go all out. It is so much fun to go and see all the decorations. And I would love to go too, but I have to get ready for our party. And that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you are inspired to scrap your October memories, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!